Hello, Oracles. Well, the Tesla semi-truck achieves the unbelievable. We will get into that in a moment. I want to apologize, no videos this past weekend. It ended up being a very busy weekend. My son had a soccer tournament that was about 2 hours away, right in the middle of the day, and then I was just wiped out and drained from everything in life. So I was just taking some time down. And one of the most exciting things that I have been able to accomplish here as a YouTube content creator was meeting up with one of you guys, Kevin Bingham, and I met up over the weekend. We had dinner. It was awesome. Just awesome to meet you guys in the community in person and in real life. So, Kevin, thank you for coming out and meeting me out for dinner. That was really, it was like the pinnacle of my YouTube career so far. So, I appreciate that. That was awesome. And so, getting into the semi news, which is going to be a lot bigger than most people think, is Elon here tweeting out Tesla team just completed a 500-mile drive with a Tesla semi weighing in at 81,000 pounds. So this is what their initial goal was to be able to get 500 miles with a fully loaded truck on one charge. They have accomplished this. And as Tesla SG pointed out here, Elon is now tweeting about Tesla, which is bullish. So again, going back to how everyone is saying that Elon is distracted by Twitter and he's not paying attention to Tesla. Well, clearly he is. He sees what's going on over there, but he doesn't need to have his hands directly in the pot to make the things turn. The team has made this happen. As Elon said here, the Tesla team has accomplished this. These are very bullish signs that Elon does not have to be directly involved in the day-to-day operations for Tesla to accomplish these great things. This is very bullish. So looking at why this is unbelievable, we've got Tesla Economics coming out saying, I wonder what Bill Gates is saying about his comment in the past that Tesla semis will never happen. Tesla semi deliveries are happening next week, which is now this week. And so we've got Elon down here saying, he can drive it himself if he wants. So this is happening. So Bill Gates said it was not going to happen, and here it is. And we've got Martin Vieca tweeting out, the semi might be my favorite Tesla product. Why? Because most people in the investment community, including large holders that I speak to, didn't believe it's possible to make a 500-mile, fully loaded Class 8 truck. Deliveries start next week. Again, that is now this week. So the fact that we are now at a point where a lot of people, even large investors, did not think that this was going to happen is now going to happen tells me that we could see a massive bump coming in the stock price when we finally do get that turnaround. So these are little things that I pay attention to when it comes to the stock price alone. We have so many things holding us down right now, but I pay attention to these fundamental pieces that are going to help drive the fundamentals of the company forward and even higher, so that when we do get back to that point where we're not in this massive disconnect, we will see the stock price run back up again even more because of this fundamental piece of information. When we have a lot of large investors in the company not even believing that this was going to happen, that tells me that there's a lot of analysts out there as well that didn't think that this was going to happen. That means that there's a lot of people on Wall Street thinking that this wasn't going to happen. This means that there's a lot of people out there who probably have not run the numbers yet to see how much this is going to affect Tesla as a company going forward. So when we do finally get that math out there, we are going to see, ooh, light bulb, this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people. Hence, that stock price on the fundamental level will be jumping back up even more. And so why this is such a big feat is because looking at diesel trucks, which are clearly the competition that they're going to be facing when they do enter this market, is how far can a diesel truck go on a full tank? Range is going to be the most important thing initially when it comes to these vehicles. How far can a big rig go on a tank of fuel? A truck with a 120-gallon fuel tank can travel around 600 miles, assuming fuel consumption rate of 6 miles per gallon. Now, this is dated back in January 3rd of 2020. I haven't seen anything updated since then, but I don't think that there's been any major breakthroughs in the technology in the last couple of years. So I will go on this as a basic average for what we are seeing when it comes to range for diesel fuel trucks. And so while there are other diesel trucks out there that do get more mileage than this, we also know that Tesla is working on a battery that will end up getting them 1,000 miles when it comes to the semi. They were just coming out with the 500-mile range one first. So they will continue to improve upon these batteries. We're going to continue to improve upon the 4680 batteries, which will end up going into these semis as well. So this is going to be massive technological breakthroughs as we continue going forward with this. So the important part initially was going to be this 500-mile range semi. Now we have this. Tesla team has proven it. They have made this happen with a full load. And some of the comments that I got on my retweet of this, we've got Sook down here saying most still won't believe this to be true until they get overtaken by one on the highway. And if none of you have seen the video of a Tesla semi taking off from a stop, here you go. And this is what we mean by it's going to overtake you on the highway. I mean, the acceleration on that thing is absolutely insane. Even if it was an empty load, I do not know if that was a full load or an empty load in that vehicle, but even if it was an empty trailer, that's insane. I showed this to my driver at work and he was just his eyes wide open about the fact that this thing could move like this as a semi. He drives big trucks and we don't even have a semi, and his trucks that he has don't even move like this. So to be able to move at that speed that quickly is big. Anytime you're on the highway and you've got a tractor trailer that's trying to merge and you've got to slow down for it, or maybe it's trying to climb up a hill, this is going to have the power you need. Obviously, if you're going to be going up and down hills with the semi, it is going to diminish the range that you have. But the same is going to hold true for any of the diesel trucks that you have also. So, huge news, great things coming out. They do have the event coming on this Thursday. I do not know if it's going to be a live stream feed. I don't know what time it is yet. I'm going to look into that. If I am available, I will come out and I'll do a live stream video for you guys on here so that you guys can all see it as well. I do have a couple of things going on that day in the evening, but if it's during the middle of the day, I will be here for you guys and we'll do a live stream video together for it. And now it's some other quick news to brush up from over the weekend. We've got Liz Wheeler coming out and tweeting, if Apple and Google boot Twitter from their app stores, Elon should produce his own smartphone. Half of the country would happily ditch the biased, snooping iPhone and Android. The man builds rockets to Mars. A silly little smartphone should be easy, right? Elon responding, I certainly hope it does not come to that, but yes, if there is no other choice, I will make an alternative phone. Now, this is something a lot of people have spoken about in the past when it came to a Tesla phone or whatever they were going to do. I don't think anything is going to become of a Tesla phone, but a Twitter phone maybe could be happening. I don't know if that would actually come to fruition. Again, Elon says he doesn't want to, but he also said the same thing about lithium mining. He doesn't want to have to get into lithium mining, but if that's going to be the bottleneck and no one else is going to solve it, then he will solve it himself. So if this is what it comes down to, that's what he would get into. Obviously, going up against these two companies who have, 10 to 15 years of experience in that field with smartphones, not to say that Elon couldn't handle it, but these other companies do have a lot of experience, so I'm not sure if it's a field that Elon would want to have to get into. Obviously, that's what he had said himself, but we'll see if this comes to fruition in the future, and you guys can let me know in the comments below if you think we will end up seeing a Twitter phone at some point. And so just quickly jumping into the charts to start the week off, seeing this downward trend that we were on with this dead cat bounce, we now have broken out of this. I still want to see some more consistency outside of this to create some sort of trend to show me that we are on an upward trend, but we are starting the day today at the time of this recording down about 2%. So again, just tracking it, going into the holiday season, things can happen. And so over the next couple of weeks, we could see some uncertainty. We do have the PPI data coming out on December 9th. Then we have the CPI data coming out on December 12th. And then on the 14th and the 15th, we have the FOMC meeting. And then on the 15th, we have Jerome Powell coming out, raising the interest rates and letting us know what the Fed had to say about this. So we are expecting a 50 basis point hike at this point. However, the next couple of weeks leading into this could be uncertain. Now, if we do get to that point, and if the Fed maintains a more dovish stance like we had seen from the minutes in the October meeting, this could lead us to a nice rally into the end of the year. We typically do have a Christmas rally, which is the last couple of weeks of December. We do see a rally going into the end of the year. We will see if that happens. We also do have a lot of people coming out that will be doing tax loss harvesting. This is where a lot of people come out and they will sell off some stocks for a loss to be able to offset any gains that they had for the year. Now, seeing as Tesla is down as much as it is, we might see a little bit more of a sell-off going on just because of that. But there's a lot of other stocks also that have seen losses. So we'll see how this plays out, but we might see that happen in the first couple of weeks of December. And then the last couple of weeks, we could see that buying pressure coming back in. We will see how this all plays out over the next month. but this could be how we see things go into the end of the year and might actually see a nice push and rally to finish the year off. And we did get a little bit of false excitement over the weekend. Someone had tweeted out that Elon said this was looking to be a record quarter for Tesla, and I do believe it is going to be a record quarter. However, the email that was circulating was an email from 2016. So while I do think that we are going to see a record quarter, the email that was circulating was not a recent one. So I just wanted to make sure the truth was out there for that. But looking at the numbers, if we do get Shanghai coming in with even better numbers that we have been seeing all month long out of November for insured vehicles, if that continues and we can continue to see the ramp of Berlin and Austin increasing to get us closer to that 5,000 vehicle per week run rate, that would be big as well. We are already seeing run rates right now of close to 2.1 million vehicles per year, which is the goal that we are looking at for the end of next year to hit that 50% year over year growth rate. So if we are already hitting a run rate of that to finish this year off, that means that we should far exceed that going into next year, unless, of course, we have any big black swan events that pop up, like we had last year with Shanghai getting shut down, Ukraine war happening. Obviously, if any of those things happen, it could throw things off. But to start the year with a run rate of 50% is going to be huge to be able to offset any black swan events that could happen over the course of next year. So all in all, very exciting things going on. Semi-truck release happening on Thursday. And thank you again, Kevin, for hanging out the other night. That was really awesome. I've got some big things that are happening with the channel this week. And for all of you who are members and patrons, I finally came up with an idea for what I could share with you guys for videos. It's going to be a whole bunch of Oracle life hacks, different things that I have learned over the course of my life that might help you guys in whatever situation you are in for a lot of things, not just investing, but for all things in life. I'll share them with you guys and we can converse in there as well, because I'm sure you guys have some great things that have helped you that could help the entire community also. And the other benefit that I'm going to be adding to all members and patrons as well is going to be what I'm helping my friends with right now, and that is helping them get out of debt and getting themselves financially free. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor, so what I'm doing for you guys is really just a friend helping a friend. But as you guys, as members, even if you're going to be paying $1 to be a member here on the channel, I will help you guys with that. It's something I love. It's something I'm passionate about. And it really excites me to help other people get themselves financially free. So if you guys are looking for something like that and just want some ideas on what you can do to help yourself get financially free, don't hesitate to jump in there. As members, you guys can just reach out to me and I'll help you guys in whatever way I can. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support and feedback. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Sign yourself up for notifications. I am over on Twitter at OracleTim1. I share all the latest Tesla news, pertinent stock market information, and all of my daily trades. We do have a Discord chat. That link is down in the description. And again, if you'd like to support the channel any further and get any of those financial tips, check us out over on our membership program and Patreon. Those links are also in the description. Thank you so much. Have a great one.